Shifting focus to the Democratic Republic of Congo, the eastern DRC is on edge again as fighting has intensified between the army and the M23 rebels. The DRC army is now fighting the Rwanda-backed M23 rebels. It has been for years. In August of this year, a ceasefire deal was signed between both sides, which was mediated by Angola. However, since for the last 4 days, the two sides have been engaged in fierce clashes. Fighting has erupted in the North Kivu province, which is the epicentre of the conflict. Rebels want to seize the capital Goma, and the recent clashes took place in Lubero territory, which is the M23's operational theatre. Fighting also took place in the Masisi area of the province. Local authorities say that several displaced people began flocking to areas away from the combat zone. The M23 rebels are a part of the March 23 movement, which was formed in 2012. They are fighting DRC army for the interests of the Tutsis, the ethnic group which was subject to a brutal genocide by the ethnic Hutus in neighbouring Rwanda in 1994. The rebels want to control the mineral-rich eastern DRC. After years of dormancy, they relaunched fighting in 2021 and have now seized large swathes of territory. Neighbouring Rwanda is accused of supporting the rebels. Rwanda is often accused of backing the group with its own troops and weapons. Rwanda, which is led by President Paul Kagame, who was born in a Tutsi family, denies this. However, the UN experts have said that Rwanda does have between 3,000 and 4,000 troops deployed in eastern Congo. Rwanda has so far called it as a defensive measure. It accuses the Congo of fighting alongside a Hutu rebel group, which has attacked Tutsis in both countries. Angola, which is mediating the conflict between the neighbours, in August brokered a fragile truce that stabilised the situation on the front line. But since the end of October, the M23 has been on the march again. Despite violations of the ceasefire, the DRC and Rwanda are maintaining diplomatic dialogue. On the 25th of November, the two countries agreed on terms and conditions of the disengagement of those Rwandan forces. However, with the latest clashes, it appears that these terms are not being respected. The two sides will meet again in Angola on the 15th of December to advance the peace talks. However, the fragile truce agreements have so far failed to solve the crisis in the DRC, which has killed and displaced several civilians. Now, the resource-rich African nation continues to suffer due to instability and violence that's being created by the conflict.